In tonight's programme, more support for victims of domestic violence. The scheme in Swindon where workplace colleagues are being trained to help get people away from abusive situations. Right to anonymity, a victim of domestic abuse in Swindon has told her story of survival to help others. Tracy Graham has become the new face of SWA Swindon Domestic Abuse Support Service. It's as the service launches a new ambassador scheme with local businesses to help get help to those who need it sooner. Nearly 6% of people who live in Swindon have experienced domestic abuse. Children in 20% of those households will witness the abuse. More than half of all reports came to the attention of the police. Sarah Loudon has the story.
There were so many subtle things. There'd be a comment about what I was wearing or a comment about how I did my hair. And it started to sort of chip away at me, actually.
This film of Tracy telling her story was shown today in Swindon at the launch of a new initiative to help victims of domestic abuse. Tracy watched with her dad.
He was aggressive, forceful. He didn't kiss me once. So I asked him to stop, and I tried to wriggle away. And I was trying to get away. I couldn't.
She gave up her anonymity as a victim of rape to, in her words, give a voice to others.
And I always thought to myself, I'm the type of person that would recognise abuse and wouldn't stand for it. But I couldn't have been more wrong, because these things, that some forms of abuse kind of creeps up on you, especially the mental and emotional and the coercive control.
The scheme launched today sees local employers trained to spot the early warning signs.
The business community employ tens, hundreds of thousands of staff. They see them day in and day out at work. They see their behaviours, they see and deal with their performance. Spotting those signs early on, stopping that escalation, will help them and us in our work.
Great Western Railway is one of the companies to sign up. It recently announced its own scheme to help those trying to escape abusive relationships.
And the scheme is called Rail to Refuge. And what it's really about, it's about allowing individuals who are escaping domestic abuse, so that will be men or women, to travel on our trains for free.
Later this year, it's expected the new domestic abuse bill, designed to better protect victims, will become law. The local MP reintroduced it to Parliament in the last few days.
This is an issue that is felt by thousands of people in our communities up and down the country, and not just adult victims, but the children of a relationship who might be exposed to the abuse. They themselves can carry the scars very deeply into their adulthood.
Swindon has a long history of exploring new ways of tackling domestic abuse. It's believed this new scheme is the first of its kind, and there are hopes it will be adopted elsewhere. Sarah Loudon, BBC South Today.